All right, good morning. Sorry. Fine all day, so my apologies. Good evening. Welcome. I can't see that far away. This is property committee meeting. And I will like to call the meeting to order. Again, I say welcome. I like to call this the COL World Tour. This is the start of a new year. This is the start of my 10th year and 6 years doing property. I've been very blessed to do this and very happy to do it. But I would like to keep it consistent to what we've done in the past, follow the agenda, board comment, public comment. This is not deliberation, this is comment only. And with that, I will go into public to be heard on any agenda items. Based on 5 seconds of silence, I would take that as a no. I move for acceptance and record of the minutes as submitted.
Yes. So.
Thank you. And with that, I will turn it over to our fearless leader, the Director of Facilities, Mr. Dan P.
Good evening, everyone. I'll get started immediately with old business. Spring City construction update. Punch list items are actively being addressed with crews working second shift to expedite completion. No construction work is being performed during daytime hours while classes are in session. Key items in progress, the LGI room, reading nooks. They're waiting for some material to come in. It's wood, laminated wood, but that was a little bit delayed. They're anticipating it arriving on the 15th, the week of the 15th. And then the other large items, the media center learning stairs. They had some issue with the materials that did come in, so now they reordered material, and that is also due to be here on the weekend. Landscaping, the final tree planting in the area where the trailers were previously located is scheduled for the week of September 22nd. The trailers remained on site for us to use as an interim storage area while we were trying to load the building. So we finally got a chance to move them out of the way, and now we're just finishing up the tree planting just in that area. The playground, I don't know if anyone has the opportunity to go over there and take a look. The installation was completed on time, ready for student use on the first day of school.
Awesome.
Teacher relocation and building readiness. Over the summer, teachers and staff successfully transitioned to Spring City Elementary, ensuring the building was fully prepared, open on schedule. Thank you to everyone for the hard work and dedication in making this a smooth and successful move. It actually went really, really well. Thank you.
Big thank you to you and your team and everyone involved, because it was a lot of work.
It certainly was. We did receive a certificate of occupancy from East Vincent Township. It is a temporary certificate. It is good till November 30th. And the reason for that is just an engineering firm for the township can review the as-built drawings, which is Pannoni. Pannoni is their engineer. So they'll just review that, and then we will get a final CO. Moving on to item B, operational updates. Prior to us going through summer vacation, summer break, fire pump replacement here at the administration building is complete. We have a full fire alarm system here in the building. Preventive maintenance for all HVAC systems throughout the district was performed during the summer months. We had a situation at the Flex building where the transfer switch failed during a lightning storm. And we now currently have a temporary rental unit in place to provide us with life safety in the building. The parts for that switch are due in approximately 12 to 16 weeks. So we'll continue to run that temporary switch so that we have life safety and students are safe in the event we have a power outage. Moving on to capital project review. We had 3 major projects that we completed through the summer on top of Spring City. So paving at Limerick and Upper Providence is complete. Boiler room and pump refurbishment at Brook completed. And the generator at Royersford was relocated to the end of the building, and that is complete and operational. Access control district-wide, a project update, system installation progress. The installations at Spring City and the district office have been successfully completed. So we are currently using the new system at both locations. Both the new and the old system are currently operating in parallel to ensure a smooth transition. This setup will remain in place until the final installation of all of our buildings are complete, and then we will be fully operational on our Genetec system. School, I move that on to item D, school police and safety update. Chief.
Good evening, everybody. Initiatives. Our school police and administrators have already investigated 7 safe-to-safe tests since the 29th of August. School police and administrators also have investigated about 136 calls on Lightspeed, which is our algorithm that, checks on what people are typing. Some of them have been both of life safety, and we've been successful. We started all of our drills to be in compliance with PCCD and PDE. Fire drills, evacuation drills, ALICE drills, all started, and that schedule is put out there that we put through 1 year. We started our first threat assessment meetings from the 5th grade up. Usually it's the first Monday of each month, and each school police officer has their own group to assess when we have information come in. We haven't had any threat assessment reports yet so far. School police, again, we cover all the traffic in the morning for arrivals and departures. We also cover all the internal security for parent pickup when it comes at the end of the day. And we do most of the sporting events and back to school nights in this last few weeks. It's kind of busy for us once things get cranked up and started, plus the 2 home football games. We also monitor and patrol everything from 6:30 in the morning till about 9 o'clock at night, Monday through Friday. And we have been covering, we cover senior portraits every year too, just to make sure those doors are covered. Our summer projects, to go hand in hand with what Dan said, we did complete that 4-year project for our cameras this summer. And that also included putting the cameras in at Brook, UP, and at the district office. Again, it all goes onto a Genetec system that's all federated and will be federated into our access control when that's completed. We also were able to reinstall everything that was at Spring City before we took it apart, plus some additions. We were able to reinstall our digital radio and communication systems up at Spring City as well. We purchased and installed a bidirectional amplifier at the high school, and that's for the 800 megahertz radios that all emergency services use in Montgomery and Chester County.
Yay.
That took a while. And we're still tweaking that out to get all the dead spots. There's a lot of sub basements and training rooms and stuff that we want to make sure everything works in if we have a bad situation. We purchased a replacement camera archiver for the Flex this summer because, again, things get to the end of their lives and we have this preventive maintenance system. Everything's on a schedule as to when things, so we can get ahead of it before it dies on us, right? Then we're kind of in trouble there. So the integration of motion detection with our camera system is getting refined more and more. So again, in lieu of having burglar alarms or whatnot, we'll be able to tell if there's things that are movement going on beyond, so we don't have another situation like we had with Reuters for last year. The all hazard plan for the district was my big project for the summer. It's 99.9% of this tweaking it, and we're going to have 3 different plans, one for district wide, one for each building, and then one for a classroom for some of the things we're trying to accomplish. There's been some different changes with PCC, what the actual standards are now, and they used to be a recommendation, and now they're things we have to do. We've already had them done, so I'm pretty thankful about that. That'll be rolling out to our administrators as well. We are also very fortunate to subcontract with the board's permission, all of our school crossing guards out to another company called ACMS. So far, so good. It's going really well. Finally, a little touch on what Dan talked about with access control. It's going very well and very smooth. Again, we'll be able to tie that into our security systems, and there'll be other technologies that come out that'll make things simpler for us instead of having to have proprietary systems kind of fight with one another. School police training. We got our new tasers in that we have. We're sending Lieutenant Phillips to be a taser instructor. Once that happens, we'll be able to move forward and deploy those back out again. The ones that we had before aren't supported by taser anymore. They're kind of a liability. These newer ones work really well. Also, Lieutenant Phillips went to defensive tactics instructor course at the beginning of the summer, and she's going to be rolling out some defensive tactics for my staff, which is in compliance with MOPEC. We're also going to be doing our CPR and AED training on the 20th of October, just for my unit. And all during the summer, I know if you saw a lot of police cars here on certain Fridays, we basically lent out our ninth grade center for every police department for the SWAT team to come in and do active shooter training. And they have that round robin all summer long. We support all their initiatives so that we have everybody trained up to a standard. So in case we ever need that kind of support, I know people are trained up to a standard. And I don't have any action items. Does anybody have any questions?
Chief, I just want to say a couple. I've been here a long time, too long, before you came in. And for some board members, I'd like to share, this has been a long road. The integrations of all of these systems have gone through 3 boards, I think. We've come a long way with our security here, with the police department. So I tip my hat because it hasn't been easy. And sometimes it's a hard sell. And I know you work very hard to try to get the grants to lessen the impact to the budget. So I applaud you for that. But I applaud you for your leadership in getting us to where we are now. We are pretty much there because other school districts come to us for guidance. But what we've done here, the model that Chief and his staff have put in place is outstanding. And I tip my hat and I say thank you.
Someday you should write a book there.
We are right. Yeah.
No.
71 days.
First,
For new business.
so new business, next item is lead in drinking water. In accordance with EPA guidance, the Springford Area School District conducted routine flushing of all water fountains and sinks across the district schools prior to the start of school year. We do this every year, in compliance with the EPA regulations. Moving on to the GKO Facility Master Plan, I will be covering the second portion of this, overall plan is actually the physical assessment section of it. It's infrastructure and equipment review. So in 2019, the district engaged ICS to perform a facility assessment that guided us through many of the capital improvement projects over the past 5-6 years, 5.5 years. It is common for districts to basically perform these assessments every 5 years. It's a recommendation from Pennsylvania Department of Education. So we engaged GKO in 2025 to conduct a comprehensive district-wide facility assessment to reevaluate the current condition of building systems, infrastructure, and learning spaces. The review included mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems, building envelopes, and general safety considerations. The goal is to identify both immediate needs and long-term priorities for the capital planning. Meetings were conducted with staff. GKO engineers met with the district technicians on July 30th and August 18th to gather building information and to discuss system performance throughout the district. A draft report scheduled for release mid-September actually just arrived to me. I think it was yesterday, but I have yet to review because it's approximately 100 and some pages long. Contents will include recommended upgrades and cost estimates for all schools except for Spring City Elementary, because of course we just renovated that. The next steps will be the district will review and compare the new findings to the 2019 report to identify progress and future priorities. And that takes me to the final item in my agenda.
All right, items for discussion at the next board meeting will be the facilities master plan update. Preparing for the next meeting agenda for the next committee. There's none at this time. And I will go into board comment. I'll start at the table first, to my right. Yeah. I'm right here, sorry. Gabrielle, I will go to the audience. Board members.
When is the Spring City ribbon cutting?
14.
Okay, just want to make sure. I know I have a ribbon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are there any board members online? I can't see that far.
Heidi is.
You should have a hand raised.
No.
Based on that, I will go to public to be heard, on agenda items. Based on silence, I move for adjournment.